Welcome to Smart English Coach Podcast.
Let's improve your fluency together, one real conversation at a time.
Have you ever tried to talk about exercise in English and just completely ran out of words?
Oh, like you want to say something and the only word you can think of is, I do sport?
Exactly. I do sport. Very basic, very honest. But today, we fix that.
Today, we're going to talk about exercise, fitness, working out, all of it in natural, real English.
You'll hear how native speakers actually talk about going to the gym, running, staying fit, and even making excuses not to exercise.
Which honestly might be the most important English skill of all.
If you can make a good excuse in English, your vocabulary is strong. Stay with us. All right, Sarah, let's just jump right in. Do you exercise?
Define exercise.
Okay, that's already a fantastic answer. That right there is a very natural way to dodge a question in English. Define exercise. Love it.
I mean, I walk places. Does that count?
Walking absolutely counts. And actually, that's a great phrase. Does that count? You can use this when you're not sure if something qualifies. Like, I walk to the supermarket. Does that count as cardio?
Exactly. And I feel like people use that a lot when they're trying to convince themselves they did enough.
100%. I took the stairs today. Does that count? I carried my groceries. Does that count?
We're all just out here trying to justify our lifestyle choices.
Look, no judgment here. But okay, for our listeners, let's talk about some common ways to talk about exercise in English. The first question someone might ask you is, do you work out?
Right. And work out, that's a phrasal verb. It means to exercise, usually at a gym or with some kind of structured routine.
Exactly. I work out 3 times a week. She works out every morning before work. He used to work out, but then life happened.
Life happened. That's a real one. That's very relatable.
Super relatable. And notice I said used to work out. That's the structure for something you did in the past, but don't do anymore. I used to go to the gym. I used to run every day. Perfect for talking about your past fitness glory.
My past fitness glory. That's a nice way to put it.
Don't we all have that one? The time we were in shape?
Oh yes. Mine was approximately 3 years ago. I had a gym membership and everything.
Key phrase there, gym membership. That's what you pay for to access a gym. And the funny thing is, most people who have a gym membership don't actually go.
Is that really a thing?
It is absolutely a thing. There's even a word for it. People call it paying for the guilt. You feel guilty if you cancel, so you keep paying. But you also feel guilty every time you don't go.
That is the most relatable thing I've heard today.
Okay, so let's break down the vocabulary around different types of exercise. Because in English, there are so many ways to describe what you do.
Right, and learners sometimes only know the word sport, but native speakers use so many different words.
Exactly. So the first big category is cardio, short for cardiovascular exercise. This is anything that gets your heart rate up.
Like running, cycling, swimming, dancing?
Yes, and you'll hear people say things like, I do cardio 3 times a week, or I went for a run this morning, or I hit the gym and just did cardio.
Hit the gym. I love that phrase. It sounds so casual.
Right? Hit the gym just means to go to the gym, but it sounds more natural and energetic, like you're not just going, you're hitting it.
Powerful.
Very powerful. Okay, and then the second big category is strength training, also called weight training, or lifting weights, or just lifting.
So someone might say, I've been lifting lately, or I do strength training twice a week.
Exactly. And in the gym, the equipment you use is called weights, or dumbbells, or a barbell, and you do exercises in sets and reps, which stands for repetitions.
Can you give an example?
Sure. So a trainer might tell you, do 3 sets of 12 reps. That means you do the exercise 12 times, take a break, do it 12 more times, break again, and then do it one last time.
And if I don't understand what the trainer said, I can just nod confidently and figure it out later.
That's also a valid strategy. Okay, other types of exercise. There's yoga, which focuses on flexibility and mindfulness. There's Pilates, which is similar. There's HIIT, which stands for high intensity interval training.
HIIT sounds exhausting just saying it.
Oh, it is. HIIT is when you go really hard for a short burst, rest briefly, then go hard again. Like 30 seconds of sprinting, 15 seconds of rest. Repeat.
I feel tired just listening to that description.
That's how you know it's working.
And what about things like hiking or cycling? Do those count as exercise?
Absolutely. And those are great examples of what people call outdoor activities or recreational exercise. I went hiking last weekend. We went for a bike ride. She cycles to work every day.
Oh, cycles to work. That's a nice one. Very environmentally friendly and good exercise.
Two birds, one stone. And speaking of outdoor exercise, running is huge. People are obsessed with running.
Are they? I feel like half the people I know have run a marathon.
It's a whole culture, so let's talk running vocabulary. If you run at a slow, relaxed pace, you're jogging. If you run fast for a short distance, that's sprinting.
And a marathon is how long?
A marathon is 42.195 kilometers, or about 26.2 miles.
And people do that willingly?
Voluntarily, yes. And there's also a 5K, that's 5 kilometers, and a 10K, and a half marathon, which is 21 kilometers.
Okay, I think I'll start with the walk around the block and build up from there.
That's a great approach. And actually, walk around the block is a very common expression. It just means to walk a short distance around your neighborhood. Very beginner-friendly exercise vocabulary right there.
Hey, quick pause. If you're finding this helpful, if you're learning new words and phrases, please hit the like button. It really helps the channel grow.
And subscribe if you haven't already. We put out new conversations every week, and each episode is packed with natural English you can actually use.
All right, back to exercise, which, by the way, I have not done today.
Same, but at least we're getting a workout talking about it.
That counts, right?
Absolutely not.
Okay, so let's talk about the gym specifically, because the gym has its own culture and its own vocabulary. It really does. And if you've ever walked into a gym and felt a little lost, you're not alone.
Not at all. So first, the different areas of a gym. You usually have the cardio section. That's where the treadmills and ellipticals are.
What's an elliptical?
It's a machine where you kind of stride forward and backward in an oval motion. Low impact, good for your knees.
Oh, I know what you mean. I just didn't know the English word. Good to know.
And then there's the free weight section. That's where the dumbbells and barbells are. And then there are machines like the leg press or the chest press.
And people talk about their routine, right? Their workout routine?
Yes. Your workout routine is your regular plan for exercise. Someone might say, my routine is legs on Monday, chest on Wednesday, back on Friday.
That's called a split, right? A training split?
Exactly. Great word. A split means you divide your training by body part or muscle group on different days. I do a push-pull leg split is a very common one.
Push-pull legs, what does that mean?
So push days are exercises where you push weight away from you, like push-ups or chest press. Pull days are when you pull weight toward you, like pull-ups or rows. And legs is just leg day.
Ah, leg day. I've heard people dread leg day.
Leg day has a legendary reputation. People joke about it all the time. It's leg day, I can't walk down the stairs tomorrow.
Because you're sore?
Because you are incredibly sore. And sore is the key word there. Sore muscles or being sore means your muscles ache after exercise. I'm so sore today. My legs are killing me after yesterday's workout.
My legs are killing me. That's an idiom, right? It doesn't mean they're actually attacking you.
Correct. It just means they hurt a lot. My feet are killing me. My back is killing me. Very common everyday expression.
What about DOMS? I've heard that word.
Oh, great one. DOMS stands for delayed onset muscle soreness. It's that feeling of soreness that hits you 1 or 2 days after your workout.
So you feel fine right after exercising, and then 2 days later,
You can barely walk downstairs. Yes, that's DOMS.
the sneaky kind of pain.
Exactly. And you hear gym people say things like, I've got DOMS from Monday's session, or I can really feel it in my glutes today.
Glutes, that's your...
Backside, bottom, rear end. Glutes is the technical term, but people just say it casually now. My glutes are so sore.
the vocabulary of suffering. I love it.
Okay, let's talk about goals now. Because in English, you'll often hear people talk about why they exercise, what their goals are.
And there are so many different goals, right? It's not just get fit.
Exactly. So some common fitness goals in English, the first one is losing weight or losing fat. People say, I'm trying to lose weight, or I'm working on losing a few pounds.
And a few pounds, that's the American unit for weight?
Yes, in the US and UK, people often talk about weight in pounds, abbreviated to LBS. 1 kilogram is about 2.2 pounds. So if someone says, I lost 10 pounds, that's about 4.5 kilos.
Okay, and the opposite goal, gaining weight or building muscle.
Yes, that's called bulking in gym culture. I'm bulking right now means you're eating more and lifting heavy to build muscle. And the opposite is cutting, where you eat less to lose fat while maintaining muscle.
Bulk and cut. So people go back and forth between these two phases.
Exactly. Very common in fitness culture. And then there are other goals like getting toned, which means building some muscle definition without becoming too big. I just want to get toned.
And staying in shape, that one's very common too.
Great phrase. Staying in shape means maintaining your current fitness level. I'm not trying to compete or anything, I just want to stay in shape.
And getting in shape when you start from zero and improve your fitness.
Exactly. I really want to get in shape before summer. Classic goal, very relatable.
And what about people who exercise for mental health reasons? That's becoming more common.
Really important point. And yes, exercise vocabulary goes beyond just physical goals. People say things like, exercise helps me clear my head, or working out is my stress relief, or I go for a run when I need to decompress.
Decompress, I love that word.
To decompress means to relax and release tension, like pressure being released. After a long day at work, I go for a walk to decompress.
And people say blow off steam too, right?
Oh yes, blow off steam is a great idiom. It means to release energy or frustration through physical activity. I was so stressed today, I went to the gym and blew off some steam.
That really does paint a picture, doesn't it? Steam coming out of your ears.
Exactly. The image of a person so stressed they're literally steaming, and exercise is the release valve.
Okay, so exercise doesn't exist in a vacuum, right? People often talk about fitness alongside what they eat.
Right, and food vocabulary related to fitness is interesting.
Very interesting. So when people talk about eating in the context of fitness, you'll hear words like nutrition, which is just about what you eat and how it affects your body.
And diet, but not always in the I'm on a diet sense.
Great point. The word diet in everyday English can mean two things. It can mean what you normally eat. My diet consists of mostly vegetables and whole grains. Or it can mean a specific eating plan to lose weight. I'm on a diet.
So the context changes the meaning.
Exactly. And you'll hear phrases like clean eating, which means avoiding processed food and eating natural whole foods. Or meal prep, when you prepare your meals in advance for the week.
Meal prep is very popular on social media.
Extremely popular. And then there's the vocabulary around what your body needs. Protein, carbs, and fats, the three macronutrients. In gym culture, people obsess over protein.
How much protein are you getting?
Exactly. You'll hear gym people ask things like, are you hitting your macros? Which means, are you eating the right amounts of protein, carbs, and fat?
Hitting your macros. That's a very gym-specific phrase.
Very gym-specific. And then there's calorie counting, tracking how many calories you eat. I've been counting calories to lose weight.
What about cheat day? I love that concept.
Cheat day is a fan favorite. A cheat day is when someone eating very strictly allows themselves to eat whatever they want. Pizza, ice cream, no rules.
So you cheat on your diet.
Exactly. Sunday is my cheat day. And some people now say cheat meal instead. Just one meal, not a whole day. A bit more controlled.
Responsible cheating. I like it.
The balance of a mature adult.
Okay, I want to talk about something very important.
What's that?
How to make excuses for not exercising in English.
The skill we all need. Okay, yes, this is actually genuinely useful because these are the same phrases people use to explain real problems. Being too busy, being tired, not feeling well.
Right. So what are the most natural ways to say you didn't exercise?
All right, classic excuses and how native speakers phrase them. Number one, I didn't have time. Very simple, very universal. Or more specifically, I've been swamped lately, which means extremely busy.
Swamped, like you're drowning in work?
Exactly that image. I've been swamped with deadlines, so the gym has been the last thing on my mind.
And the last thing on my mind means it's the least important thing you're thinking about?
Correct. Great catch. Another common excuse, I was exhausted, or I was wiped out. I was dead on my feet.
Dead on my feet. That's vivid.
It means you're so tired you can barely stand. Very natural in spoken English. I was going to go for a run, but I was completely dead on my feet after work.
And what about the classic? I'll start on Monday.
Oh, this is such a universal human experience. I'll start Monday, or I'll start in January, or I'll start after the holidays. We always push it to a future clean date.
Why do we do that?
Psychology. We like to start things at a symbolic beginning. Monday feels like a fresh start. January 1st, after the holidays, it gives us permission to delay.
And how would you say you finally stopped making excuses?
Oh, great question. You'd say things like, I finally got my act together, which means you became organized and disciplined. Or I stopped making excuses and just committed. Commit is a powerful word. I committed to going 3 times a week.
And to motivate yourself, what do people say?
So there's a phrase, just show up.
The idea is that the hardest part is getting there. Just showing up, even when you don't feel like it, is already a win,
That is actually really motivating.
right? And there's also push through. When you want to stop, but you keep going. I wanted to quit at mile 2, but I pushed through.
Hit a wall, is that similar?
Greek connection. Hit a wall means you reach a point where you feel like you can't continue, mentally or physically. I hit a wall at the halfway point of my run, but then you push through and keep going.
So you hit a wall and then you push through it.
Exactly. And sometimes you hear people say second wind, that feeling of renewed energy that suddenly hits you when you were about to give up.
Second wind, like catching your breath?
Exactly that. I was dying at kilometer 5, but then I caught my second wind and finished strong.
Finish strong. That sounds satisfying.
It does, and it's a great expression. To finish strong means to end with energy and effort, not to slow down at the end.
Okay, let's talk about how you feel after a good workout, because this is where some really great vocabulary comes in.
Because there's a very specific kind of feeling after exercise, right? It's not just tired, it's more complex than that.
So much more complex. So right after a tough workout, people say things like, I'm wrecked, or I'm destroyed, meaning completely exhausted in the best possible way.
In the best possible way. Is that a thing?
It is. That feeling of being exhausted but also proud. I'm absolutely wrecked, but I feel great. You'll hear that a lot.
And sweating. Is there vocabulary around that?
Of course, I was drenched in sweat, or I was dripping, or the informal, I was sweating buckets.
Sweating buckets. Like literal buckets of sweat?
Exactly that image. It just means you sweated a lot. That HIIT class had me sweating buckets.
And what about the feeling the next day when everything hurts?
I can't move. Everything aches. I'm walking like a 90-year-old. That last one is very common. It paints the picture of someone stiff and slow.
I'm walking like a 90-year-old. That is so relatable.
And there's one really interesting phrase, the burn. People say, feel the burn. It's that sensation of your muscles working hard. Come on, feel the burn. You've got this.
You've got this. That's encouragement?
Yes, very common encouragement in English. Means you can do it, or you're capable of this. Short, powerful. You've got this.
And the feeling of pride after, when you actually did it.
The word I love for this is accomplished. I feel so accomplished after my workout, like you achieved something. And there's also endorphin rush. That's the scientific name for the happy feeling you get after exercise.
I'm on an endorphin rush. That sounds almost illegal.
It really does. But it just means you feel amazing, energized, happy, optimistic, the natural high from exercise.
So exercise is basically a legal drug.
That's actually a very common way people describe it. Exercise is my drug. You'll hear people say that.
All right, let's put this all together. Let's do some really natural conversation examples that our listeners can actually use.
Great idea. So imagine you're talking to a friend or coworker about exercise. Here are some things you might actually say.
Hey, have you been working out lately?
Yeah, I've been hitting the gym pretty regularly, trying to get back in shape.
Oh, nice. What kind of stuff are you doing?
Mostly strength training. I do a push-pull leg split, and I try to fit in some cardio on the weekends, usually a long run.
I've been meaning to get more active. I just can't seem to find the motivation.
Honestly, the hardest part is just showing up. Once you're there, it's fine. What about something low-key like yoga or walking? Does that appeal to you?
Maybe yoga. I've heard it's good for stress relief.
For sure. It's a great way to decompress. I do a yoga class on Sunday mornings to balance out the heavy lifting during the week.
See, that conversation uses so many of the phrases we learned today.
Naturally, working out, hitting the gym, get back in shape, cardio, showing up, decompress, all in a completely normal exchange.
And not a single I do sport in sight.
Progress. Okay, I want to do a quick round of common mistakes that English learners make when talking about exercise and how to fix them.
Oh, this is useful.
So, mistake number 1, saying I make exercise or I do exercise when talking about a specific activity.
What should you say instead?
Use the specific verb. You go running, you go swimming, you go cycling, or you play basketball, you play tennis for sports with opponents. You do yoga, you do Pilates, you do CrossFit, and you lift weights.
So the verb changes depending on the activity.
Exactly. Go for individual movement activities, play for competitive games, do for disciplines and classes, lift for weights.
What about just using exercise as a verb?
You can say, I exercise every day. That's fine. It's general. But when you're specific, use the right verb. I exercise by running sounds a bit formal.
I go running sounds natural.
Okay, what's another common mistake?
Confusing fit and healthy. They're related but different. Fit means your body is in good physical condition. You have endurance, strength. Healthy means your body is functioning well. No illness.
So you can be fit but not healthy.
Actually, yes. Someone could be very athletic but have an unhealthy diet or be under a lot of stress. And someone could be healthy but not particularly fit, like they're not a runner but they have good blood pressure, sleep well, eat well.
That's a nuanced difference.
It is. And in conversation, people use them fairly interchangeably, but it's good to know the difference.
What about slim versus thin versus skinny?
Oh, very important. Slim is usually a positive or neutral description. She has a slim figure. Thin is neutral. He's quite thin. Skinny can be slightly negative. It can imply being too thin, so be careful with that one.
And what do you say when someone looks like they've been working out, like a compliment?
Great ones are, you look great, simple and safe. Or, you look like you've been working out, very direct compliment. Or, you look really fit lately, always positive.
And the opposite, how do you say you need to get in shape without being rude to yourself in front of others?
People say things like, I've let myself go a bit, meaning they've stopped taking care of their fitness. Or, I'm not as active as I used to be. Or simply, I need to get back on track.
Back on track, that's a great phrase.
Really useful. It means returning to a plan or routine you had before. I had a tough month, but I'm getting back on track with my workouts.
Okay, before we wrap up, let's go through some of the most useful words and phrases from today.
Perfect. I'll say the expression. Sarah will use it in a sentence.
Let's go.
Workout.
I work out 4 times a week, mostly strength training.
Hit the gym.
I usually hit the gym right after work. It's a good way to unwind.
Stay in shape.
Now that I'm older, it's harder to stay in shape, but I try.
Get back on track.
I had a lazy month, but I'm getting back on track with my routine.
Blow off steam.
When I'm stressed, I go for a run to blow off steam.
Push through.
My legs were burning, but I pushed through and finished the race.
Feel accomplished.
Every time I finish a workout, I feel so accomplished.
Just show up.
On days I don't feel like exercising, I remind myself, just show up. That's the first step.
These are beautiful, natural, real, conversational, exactly what you need.
All right, time for you to practice. We're going to ask some questions, and we want you to think about your answer in English.
You can even pause the video, write it down, or say it out loud. Practicing speaking on your own is incredibly powerful.
Question 1. Do you work out? If yes, what do you do? If no, why not?
Try using expressions like, I go running, I hit the gym, I've been meaning to, I'm not as active as I used to be.
Question 2. What's your biggest excuse for not exercising? Be honest. Are you swamped? Dead on your feet? Just not motivated?
And question 3. What would your dream fitness routine look like, even if it's imaginary? Ideally, I'd love to, or my dream would be to.
Practice those answers. Say them out loud. Say them in the comments.
We absolutely read the comments, and it's a fantastic way to practice writing in English with real feedback from the community.
Okay, we have covered so much today.
We really have. Types of exercise, gym vocabulary, fitness goals, excuses, motivation, how to feel after working out.
And enough vocabulary that you will never again have to just say, I do sport.
The dream. Here's your challenge this week. Try to use at least 3 of these phrases in a real conversation, or write them in the comments below.
Tell us, do you exercise regularly? What's your go-to workout? And what's your best excuse for skipping it?
We want to hear from you. Drop it in the comments, whether it's a single word or a full paragraph. Just try. That's what this community is about.
And if this episode was useful to you, please hit that like button, share it with someone who's also learning English, and subscribe so you don't miss our next conversation.
We come out with a new episode every week, each one packed with natural, real English for intermediate to advanced learners.
Until next time, keep learning, keep practicing.
And maybe, just maybe, hit the gym, or at least take the stairs.
That counts.
That absolutely counts. See you next time.